Welcome everyone, we are back, and today we have a USMNT Abroad weekly update from January 18th all the way to January 25th. I want to thank you all very much for the ongoing support. Keep sharing the series on Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. As we continue to grow it, we will improve it. And we even have a question for you guys right now. Do you want us to do 2 weekly updates? One every Monday updating on the weekend, and one around Thursday or Wednesday with the updates of the week. That way we can do it shorter episodes. It's easier for you guys. Let me know at the comment section. Also, we will be doing a live watch along for the United States friendly, I guess you can call that, versus Trinidad and Tobago this Sunday the 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Now, let's just roll the episode and start the transfer rumors. Let's go. Alright, so transfer rumors. Jordan Morris is heading to Swansea at the Championship, the English Championship, the 2nd Division, on a loan all the way to the end of this season, which is during the summer, with a buy option, which is roughly $7 million as reported. The Brian Reynolds saga continues, and it's getting kind of annoying to report it. Now apparently Roma is ahead of Juventus, and he would go on a loan to Roma with an option to buy by $7 million also by the end of the season. Nothing's confirmed. There's passport issues. Too much going on. He can go to Roma or Juventus right now. We'll know very soon. Do you guys like how I pronounce Juventus? Chris Gloucester. Also, PSV already said they would release him to go to whatever club he wants. And apparently Newcastle and Benevento from Italy are interested in signing Chris Gloucester. But those are also just rumors. As of now, the young American does not have a destination. Alright, so now let's go right to the players. I'm going to start with Christian Pulisic, our main player, still our main player. On Tuesday the 19th, Pulisic started and played the full 90 minutes at Chelsea's 2-0 loss to Leicester. He had a very average performance. He also made his 50th appearance for Chelsea on this match. Now on Sunday, Chelsea faced Luton Town for the FA Cup. Pulisic started the game and was subbed off at the 70th minute when the game was 2-1 Chelsea. Chelsea ended up winning 3-1. Pulisic continues to struggle to get stats, but he has been playing alright. It's still not the best that we've seen from him. Maybe the injuries held him back, and Hudson-Odoi has been better than him so far. However, with Frank Lampard fired, maybe they develop a better system and Pulisic starts playing his best soccer again. Now, Weston Mckennie, which is our informed player, the most informed player for the United States this season, probably the best US men's national team player at the moment. So on Wednesday, Weston Mckennie played a full 90 minutes for Juve and at their 2-0 win over Napoli for the Supercoppa of Italy. It was good to see an American win a trophy at Italy while playing a key role for the team. He had a solid performance and continues to be a difference maker for Juve's midfield. Now on Sunday, Juventus played Bologna for the Serie A. Weston Mckennie started and he scored their second goal at their 2-0 win. He pretty much played the full 90 minutes as he was subbed off at the 90th minute. Weston Mckennie has 4 goals and 2 assists this season, so he's the leading contributor for goals at Juventus midfielder this season. That is big, considering he doesn't start every game or get 90 minutes every game, and he's the one that contributes to goal the most. He's probably the best midfielder in Juventus right now, to be honest, under Pirlo. Alright, so Giovanni Reyna. On Tuesday, Dortmund faced Bayer Leverkusen and Gio Reyna started at the bench. He came on in the 73rd minute, a couple minutes after Dortmund had just tied a game. At the 80th minute, Leverkusen scored and Dortmund ended up losing 2-1. Now on Friday, Borussia Dortmund faced Borussia Mönchengladbach. That name always comes back to haunt me. And I don't care how to say it properly. I don't know German. So for that game, Gio Reyna also started at the bench again and he came in at the 66th minute. He had little to no impact in the game and Dortmund did end up losing 4-2. So Gio Reyna was recovering from a sickness, so that could be the reason why he's coming off the bench. Brent has been also amazing for Dortmund, so that could be another reason. But I think Gio Reyna will get back to starting position very soon. Now Sergino Dest, which in the previous week, he apparently had a muscle injury, so let's talk about that. On Thursday the 21st, Barcelona faced Cornellà for the Copa del Rey. Dest didn't even stay at the bench, likely to being rested due to the muscle injury. However, there's good news. On Sunday, he stayed at the bench for the full game where Barcelona defeated Elche 2-0. So that means he's likely recovered from the injury they had in the previous week. Now, Koeman does like to play Mingueza too, so Dest will see his minutes being split quite a bit due to his defensive struggles this season. Alright, so now Tyler Adams for RB Leipzig. On Wednesday the 20th, RB Leipzig faced Union Berlin. Tyler Adams started off at the bench and came in the 77th minute for Leipzig, looking to hold a 1-0 lead. as he came in as a right back, right midfield role, kind of like a right wing back. Adams helped Leipzig hold a 1-0 lead and the clean sheet. Now on Saturday, Leipzig faced Mainz and they lost 3-2, which was disappointing, but Tyler Adams did not disappoint. He played as a right wing back, right mid role once again. He even scored the first goal for Leipzig in the game and his very first Bundesliga goal. Adams played a total of 77 minutes, which was then he was subbed out of the game. Alright, so goalkeepers, and the only one I want to talk about is Zack Steffen. Manchester City faced Aston Villa on Wednesday for the Premier League and Steffen stayed the full 90 minutes at the bench. However, on Saturday, Manchester City faced Cheltenham for the FA Cup and won 3-1. Zack Steffen started and played a full 90 minutes. He continues to only play in cup games as he is Ederson's backup. He's not a starter for Manchester City. Alright, so now let's talk about the center backs. I'm going to start with John Brooks from Wolfsburg. So on Tuesday the 19th, Brooks played a full 90 minutes at Wolfsburg 2-0 victory over Mainz. He helped the team hold a clean sheet. The defense did its job. On Saturday, Wolfsburg had a tough match versus Bayer Leverkusen, which they won 1-0. Brooks played again 90 minutes and helped the defense hold a clean sheet. Big game for John Brooks once again. Now, Eric Palmer Brown from the Austrian League. Palmer Brown started on Saturday as expected at the Austrian win 1-0 over Ried. He played a full 90 minutes, helped the defense keep the clean sheet. He continues to be nothing but impressive at the Austrian League this season. Now let me talk about Matt Miazga, which also helped his team hold clean sheets and had an outstanding weekend. Actually, outstanding week. On Tuesday, the 19th, Miazga started and played a full 90 minutes, helping Anderlecht hold a clean sheet at their 3-0 victory over Charleroi for the Belgium League. On Friday, Anderlecht played Waasland and tied 0-0, and Miazga once again played a full 90 minutes. The defense did its job, they just didn't score. Miazga continues to have an outstanding season. Have you guys noticed how many times I've been saying clean sheet on the defense? That's very good. Now let's talk about Mark McKenzie. He finally had his debut for Genk. On Thursday, Genk played Gent and Mark McKenzie wasn't even at the bench. He was probably getting ready for the game that he would play, which was this Sunday. On Sunday, Mark McKenzie made his debut. He started for Genk at their 3-2 loss to Club Brugge. Congrats to Mark McKenzie, played a full 90 minutes, and now he just has to be a consistent starter for Genk. And I expect Mark McKenzie to be a consistent starter as they do play a 3-defender formation. So now, let's talk about the fullbacks. I'm going to start by telling you that Anthony Robinson did not play this week because he did get a red card in the previous week versus Chelsea, and that's a 3-match ban at England. Now, Reggie Cannon, which is another player we talk about on the channel, he didn't play this weekend because there's the Taça de Portugal, the Portuguese Cup final, and Boavista is not playing this weekend, so he did not play to Reggie Cannon. So let me go to the next player I want to talk about, which actually played, which is Shaquille Moore. Moore played 81 minutes as a starter on Saturday at Tenerife's loss 2-0 to Lugo for the second division in Spain. Now, Henry Wingo also didn't play. He just joined Ferencváros, the Hungarian champions, and hopefully he's successful there and continues to get minutes. Now, Yedlin also did not play for Newcastle this week due to work visa problems, work permit problems in England. But it seems like it's all set and he'll be back this week with Newcastle and playing hopefully as a starter. So it's kind of weird. Our fullbacks pretty much didn't play this week. As the center backs were very successful, the fullbacks barely played. Let's go to the midfield. Alright, so Yunus Musah. On Thursday, Musah started at the bench for Valencia at their match versus Osasuna for La Liga. He came in the 59th minute when the game was already 1-0 Osasuna. He played as a right midfielder. At the 69th minute, Musah was able to get a cross, forcing no goal to tie the game. Can we count that as an assist or a goal? Kinda, I guess. The game ended up 1-1, which is key for Valencia on their fight against relegation. Now on Sunday, Yunus Musah started for Valencia at their 3-1 loss to Atletico Madrid. He played as a right mid and was subbed off to the 79th minute when the game was already 3-1 for Atletico. Now, Chris Durkin. On Wednesday, STVV defeated Karshkik, whatever way you want to say that name, 2-0, and Durkin helped him hold a clean sheet on the victory for the Belgium League. He played a full 90 minutes as a right back. On Saturday, STVV faced Royale, and Chris Durkin once again played 90 minutes. At this time, they lost 2-0. Now, Johnny Cardoso, Johnny Soccer. He is back. He's playing again. On Wednesday, Internacional defeated São Paulo 5-1 on the matchup that was between the first and second place team in the league. Johnny Cardoso came in the 72nd minute behind Rodrigo Dourado. Rodrigo Dourado is a very talented player, and he starts Johnny Cardoso as his bench. He could go to Europe very soon, so we could see Johnny Cardoso get more minutes later on, after the season's over. Now on Sunday, they had the Grenal, the derby between Grêmio and Internacional, and Johnny Cardoso stayed at the bench the full 90 minutes. Internacional won 2-1. Internacional currently leads the Brazilian League 4 points with 6 games left, so Johnny Cardoso could become the first American to ever win the Brazilian League. That is a huge accomplishment. Now, Owen Otasowie. On Friday, the Wolves faced Chorley for the FA Cup, and Owen Otasowie stayed at the bench the entire game at their 1-0 win. Now, Brenden Aaronson, which if you haven't, go check our video on Brenden Aaronson right now. We did a little bit of an analysis on him, and we told a little bit about his history, and we interviewed his brother Paxton Aaronson at the channel. He made his debut this Sunday. He started off at the bench for RB Salzburg at their 2-0 win over Autash. He came in at the 62nd minute when the game was 1-0, had a couple good touches, a couple good passes, but not much was done. Congrats to Brenden Aaronson. Now, Julian Green. On Friday, Green started and played 72 minutes for Fürth before being subbed off at their 3-3 draw versus Düsseldorf. Green was able to score and once again help Fürth get 1 point as they fight for their return to the Bundesliga. Alright, so the forwards now, and I'm going to start by Timothy Weah. On Sunday, Weah started at the bench for Lille, as usual. He came in the 75th minute, also as usual. And when he came in, the game was 1-0, and that's how it ended. Now let's talk about Mathew Hoppe. Let's continue to overhype him, and let's tone it down. We saw what happened this weekend. Mathew Hoppe continued his hot streak on Wednesday on another start for Schalke at their 2-1 loss to Cologne. Hoppe scored the only goal for Schalke that game, and on the last 3 games up to this game, Schalke scored 6 goals. 5 of them came from Hoppe. Now on Sunday, they faced Bayern Munich, and the last time they faced Bayern Munich, it was 8-0. Hoppe didn't play. This time it was 4-0. So Hoppe made them a little better? No, not really. So Hoppe was subbed off at the 72nd minute, and he didn't really do anything this game. Along with that, Schalke did sign Huntelaar, the veteran, the Dutch veteran, so maybe Hoppe will get less minutes. We'll see. They're desperate. They'll try anything. So we'll see how that goes. We'll continue to update you guys on Mathew Hoppe. Now, Sebastian Soto was recalled by Norwich to play the championship for them. He left Telstar from the loan that he was currently having. He got his work permit. And for Telstar, he had 12 games, 7 goals. He's having a good season. We'll see how he does at the championship. If Norwich does come back, which they're likely to, they're doing very well at the championship, he will be playing the Premier League next season. We'll see how that goes. Now, Nicolas Giocchini. At this point, I'm just doing it on purpose to mess with you guys. Let's go to his updates. On Wednesday, Caen defended Guacam 3-1 for the French Cup. Giocchini scored their second goal at the 3-1 victory. He was then subbed off at the 79th minute. Now on Saturday, he started again as a right winger and was subbed off at the 71st minute at their loss 2-1 to Rodez. Now Josh Sargent, that we've been criticizing so much, but he finally did well. On Tuesday, the 19th, Sargent started and played 74 minutes for Werder Bremen at their 1-0 loss to Gladbach. There's that name again to hunt me. He continues to struggle to score goals up to Saturday, where Werder faced Union Berlin, and they got a 4-1 win. Josh Sargent came off the bench at the 32nd minute and scored a beautiful goal outside of the box at the 77th minute to get Werder Bremen their 4th goal and seal the deal and end the game with that big win. Now, Conrad de la Fuente, he finally got a little bit of minutes, just a little bit. On Thursday, Conrad de la Fuente came in during extra time when Barcelona was facing Cornellà for the Copa del Rey. He actually was very active in the game, did very well, and impressed the Barcelona fans. However, on Sunday, Barcelona faced Elche on a 2-0 win, and Conrad de la Fuente stayed again at the bench for the whole game. Alright guys, now I'm just going to list a couple players that we normally cover, but if I didn't talk about them in this video, it's because they probably didn't play or had little to no impact this week. And these players are Ethan Horvath, which is in Club Brugge, he didn't play. Joe Scally is not playing for Mönchengladbach. Chris Richards has been only playing for Bayern Munich 2. Alan Senora, that plays at Independiente at Argentina. We'll start covering him very soon. We're currently scouting him and talking to some Argentine sources. Folarin Balogun. Ulysses LLanez, that continues not to play. Haji Wright. And also Emmanuel Sabi. Guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Keep continuing to share our content. I hope you guys enjoy these updates. Also, don't forget to let us know if you guys want us to do 2 weekly updates, one about the weekend, one about the midweek, instead of all in one. All right? Don't forget our watch along this Sunday for the U.S. men's national team. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Hey, if you're still here, thank you very much. You know, if you're all the way to the end of the video, you are a true fan, and Pedro Parker would like to thank you. Okay, guys, don't forget to hit the like button and continue. This is just a reminder. Great powers, great responsibilities. Pedro out.